Hello everyone, welcome to my channel CoChem Academy. So today I will discuss about the acid base salt of class 10 ICSE. Now previously you have seen that two videos were uploaded over the acid base salt. There we have discussed about the what is acid, what is base, Arrhenius concept of acid and base, and after that the properties of acid and base. Now today I will start the preparation of acids. Okay, what are the methods are there? How can we prepare some acids? Okay, preparation of acid. So let's start. Preparation of acid. Now, acids can be prepared normally. Acids can be prepared by the direct combination, and those acids are called hydroacids. That means we can prepare acids, hydroacids, by the direct combination method. Okay, direct combination method. Okay. Direct combination method. See, if we know that HCl is an acid. Now HCl is called hydrogen chloride gas normally, but if it is in aqueous state, it will be hydrochloric acid. Okay, so we can prepare this HCl, hydrogen chloride gas, first. How we can prepare? If we combine H2 in gas phase and chlorine, it is also in gas phase. Okay, in presence of sunlight. In presence of sunlight, they will get HCl, hydrogen chloride. Okay, hydrogen chloride. Okay, now this acid is hydroacid. Why hydroacid? Because this acid contains one hydrogen. Okay, so the acids which are contain contains hydrogen, those are the hydroacids. Like that means it will be considered as HX. Okay, HX. X means this is hydroacid. Okay, halogen hydroacid. Okay, H means, that means X means halogens or halides, you can say. Okay, these will be halides. Okay, so this is the first preparation of HCl. Now corresponding other halides may be there, like HBr, HCl, HBr, HI, HF we can prepare. Second, hydrogen in gas phase, okay, plus bromine, it is also in gas phase. Okay, electric discharge, we have to pass electric discharge, so that we will get HBr, hydrogen bromide. Okay, hydrogen bromide. Number 3, hydrogen plus fluorine. Okay, hydrogen plus fluorine. Fluorine can be also in gas phase. Okay, electric discharge. So we get HF. Okay, so copy these things. Done. Okay, so next is that hydrogen plus iodine, we can prepare HI also. Hydrogen plus iodine, we can prepare HI also. This iodine is in vapor state. Electric discharge. Will get hydrogen iodide. Now we all know that these all are hydroacids. But among these all the hydroacids, the acidity of HI is highest. And HF is the lowest. Okay. Again, we can prepare the H2S also. H2S, like hydrogen plus sulfur. Okay. So hydrogen plus sulfur. This will be boiling sulfur. Will get H2S. Okay, so these are the method, that means these are the acids which can be prepared by the direct combinations. Okay, so halogen hydroacids or the hydroacids you can prepare by the direct combination method. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so prepare the notes, write the notes. Okay, so after that I will read this. Okay, so done. Now we'll go into the next method, how we can prepare the other acids. Okay. By dissolving non-metallic oxides, okay, non-metallic oxides in water. By dissolving non-metallic oxides in water, we know that non-metallic oxides are normally acidic oxides. So normally when one acidic oxide reacts with water, it will form corresponding acid. It will form corresponding acid. So say carbon dioxide, we know that it is carbon dioxide, it is an acidic oxide. Okay. Now when it dissolved in water, it will form corresponding carbonic acid, H2CO3. Okay. Now in this acid you can see carbon is there, oxygen is there, and hydrogen is there. So in this acid oxygen is there. So that's why it is called oxo acid. This carbonic acid, this is called carbonic acid, and it is oxo acid. This liquid, this water in liquid state. Okay. Again, sulfur dioxide when dissolved in water, it will form corresponding sulfurous acid, and it is also an oxo acid. Okay, sulfurous acid. Okay, same wise, if sulfur trioxide reacts with water, then it will form sulfuric acid. We know that sulfuric acid is a very concentrated acid, but it is an oxo acid. Okay, these all are oxo acid because of the presence of oxygen. Okay, again, NO2, nitrogen dioxide, when reacts with water, it will form corresponding nitric acid and nitrous acid. Okay, corresponding nitric acid and nitric acid, HNO3 and HNO2. Okay. Now phosphorus pentoxide. Phosphorus pentoxide when reacts with water, it will form H3PO4, phosphoric acid. Now you can do the balance also. Okay, whenever you are writing a reaction, you have to do the balance. So you can do the balance. Okay, you can do the balance. So these all are oxo or oxy acids. You can say oxy acids. Okay. So note down these things. After that, we will go into the another method of preparation of acid. Okay, note down. Done. So I am erasing this. Okay. Now the next method of preparation of acid. Now if we add less volatile acid on the salt of more volatile acid, then we will get the more volatile acid. Okay, the method is that salt of more volatile acid plus less volatile acid will form more volatile acid plus salt. Okay, say one example. The salt of nitric acid is, we know that HNO3 is nitric acid. Now if you replace this one of the hydrogen by sodium, it will be a salt of nitric acid. Now nitric acid is more volatile than sulfuric acid. So when sodium nitrate reacts with sulfuric acid, we will get corresponding NaSO4, that means Na2SO4 as a salt. Okay, and the more volatile acid, that means the more volatile acid is nitric acid, so it will get here nitric acid. Okay, after that you can balance this one. Again, if you take NaCl, now NaCl is coming from the HCl, reacts with H2SO4. How it will form? It will form Na2SO4 plus HCl, because HCl is more water acid. Okay, so this is the combination. This is the method of preparation. Now again we can prepare the acids by the reaction of a non-metal with an acid. Now sulfur when reacts with nitric acid, it can form corresponding acid and the water and carbon dioxide. This reaction is very important. Okay, reaction with, that means oxidation. We know that nitric acid is a very good oxidizing agent. It's a very good oxidizing agent, so it can oxidize the corresponding non-metals. So oxidation of non-metals. So this method is oxidation of non-metals. Sulfur, it is solid. When it reacts with nitric acid, it will form corresponding nitrogen dioxide will be evolved from here. Okay, corresponding acid will form, that is H2SO4, and with water. This is the reaction. This is the reaction. Again, if you take phosphorus with nitric acid, it should be concentrated nitric acid. Concentrate. It will form corresponding acid of phosphorus. That means H3PO4. This will evolve as nitrogen dioxide, and with that water will be. Okay. Now we can do the balance. S plus 6HNO3. S plus 6HNO3. Okay. This one you can do. Done. And here also 5HNO3, 5NO2, 6NO2, 2H2O. Okay, this will be the balance. Okay, so we have done the oxidation of non-metal. So this is the total preparation of the acids. This is the total preparation of the acids. So write down this one. Okay. So now we will discuss some chemical reactions of acid. Okay, chemical properties of acid. Chemical reactions. Chemical reactions of acids. Chemical reactions of acid. Now, acid can react with the metallic oxide. Now, when acid reacts with metallic oxide, dilute acids, it will form corresponding salt and water. Okay, metallic oxide, when acid reacts with metallic oxide plus dilute acid, it will form corresponding salt of metallic oxide, salt of metal here, and water. Salt of the metal. Say sodium oxide we are taking. Na2 is the sodium oxide. And why this sodium oxide is Na2? Because here valence of sodium is +1, oxide is -2. So cross multiply, you will get Na2. Okay. Dilute acid means nitric acid you can take. Dilute. Salt you will get here. Salt, sodium nitrate, NaNO3 plus H2. Plus H2. Done. Again, another example you say copper oxide plus sulfuric acid. Done. What you will get? Copper sulfate plus water. Copper sulfate plus water. Okay, this is the chemical reaction of acid by this method. Okay, so it is clear that metallic oxide plus dilute acid to form salt and water. Metallic oxide plus dilute acid to form salt and water. Metallic oxide plus dilute acid to form salt and water. Now, when a salt reacts with acid, sorry, not salt, normally alkalis or bases. Okay, say alkali or base plus acid or hydroxide you can say. We will go as oxide and hydroxide. Okay, metallic hydroxide plus acid, dilute acid to form salt and water. Now metallic hydroxide means metal is sodium, hydroxide means OH. Metallic hydroxide plus HCl, acid, dilute acid to form NaCl plus H. Okay. Metallic hydroxide, how do you will take? Calcium hydroxide you take. calcium hydroxide plus what can be taken here HNO3 HNO3 dilute or H2 also you can take. You will get calcium nitrate plus water. Balance you have to do. Okay, so done. So just complete this one. Okay, and just write down in your paper. After that I will this. Okay. Okay, done. So next is the whenever metallic carbonate or bicarbonate reacts with acid, okay, dilute acid to form, first of all it will form a salt plus water plus carbon dioxide. Okay, carbon dioxide. Metallic carbonate is say potassium carbonate, K2CO3, reacts with acid say hydrochloric acid, liquid, dilute hydrochloric acid. It will form KCl, potassium chloride. Salt means KCl, with that water and carbon dioxide. If you want to do the balance, you can do. Okay, 2 KCl. Okay, chlorine is 2, so chlorine here also 2, here chlorine 1, here multiplied by 2. Okay, so balance. Okay, so this is the total balancing you can do. Now normally this is the process. So the process we have to follow first, that potassium carbonate reacts with hydrochloric acid to form potassium chloride, water and carbon dioxide. Next, bicarbonate, KHCO3. That bicarbonate means this HCO3 minus ion is called bicarbonate ion. Okay, bicarbonate ion, and this CO3 2 minus ion is called carbonate ion. Now when this carbonate ion is joined with potassium, it forms potassium carbonate and potassium bicarbonate. Same result will be there when it reacts with the dilute acid. Say HCl3. What will form? It will form potassium nitrate plus H2O plus C. Okay, KNO3. Done. Next, if you react copper carbonate, this reaction is very important for ICSC. Copper carbonate reacts with sulfuric acid, because normally these reactions are important, because in your exam directly they will ask that write down the following reaction. Okay, write down the observations. So observation also you have to follow. We will discuss in analytical chemistry. Sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid, it will form copper sulfate plus H2O plus carbon dioxide. Okay, similar things will be there when we react with metallic metallic sulfate or sulfite, metallic sulfite with acid. Here we will see sulfur dioxide will be there. Okay, we will discuss also those reactions. First of all, you write down this. Okay, done. So now here metallic sulfite or bisulfite. Okay, say K2SO3. Okay, K2SO3 reacts with HCl, dilute, obviously dilute, to form, it will form KCl, potassium chloride plus water plus not carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide. Okay, SO2. Balance. Okay, potassium, how many potassium? 2 potassium. Okay, now bisulfate KHSO3 plus HCl, dilute KCl plus H2 plus SO2. Same reaction with there. Copper sulfite plus sulfuric acid. What will form? We will get copper sulfate plus H2O plus SO2. This is also very good reaction. Okay, done. Now normally we can prepare the acids by reacting with a non-metal. Okay, not the preparation of acid, we are discussing the chemical reactions. Aluminum when reacts with nitric acid or hydrochloric acid, what will generate? Okay, so that reaction is nothing but aluminum reacts with acid. This is not under this. Okay, it will form aluminum chloride plus hydrogen. Okay, so like this, these reactions are very important. Say again, zinc when reacts with acid, it will form zinc chloride plus hydrogen. These reactions are important. Okay, so first copy down this one. Okay, now the last preparation. We have come to the last preparation, that when metal sulfide, the previous one was sulfite, ITE. This one is sulfide or hydrogen sulfide. That means disulfide reacts with acid that should be dilute. It will form a salt plus hydrogen sulfide. Okay, hydrogen sulfide gas. Now say K2S. K2S is the potassium sulfide, because sulfide is -2, potassium is +1. So combined it will form K2S. Okay, reacts with HCl. It will form KCl plus H2S. Now we know that H2S is a gas which is having rotten egg smell. Rotten egg smell. Okay, you can balance this one to KCl with this. Next, if potassium bisulfide KHS reacts with HCl, same thing will be there. That KCl plus H2S will be formed. Copper sulfide CuS reacts with HCl, it will form copper chloride plus H2S. Okay, done. So we have completed the reactions and the preparation of acids. Next video, okay, it will be for reactions of bases and preparations of bases. Okay, and after that we will discuss the whole properties of acid and bases and what other things are left, neutralization reaction, titration, indicators, pH. Okay, those things will repeat. Okay, so today is up to this for acid base salt. So next video in class 10, okay, we'll discuss the other part. Now after that, in between this, the other class will be there, class 11, 12 videos will be there with this. Okay, so if you like this video, then do like, comment and subscribe my channel, and please don't forget to hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload the video, you will get the notification. Okay, so please comment anything you want to know about this acid base theory or other chapters, so that I can make more videos. Okay, this will encourage me. So thank you.